button. Let me make sure there's audio before I before I continue. Okay, cool. There's audio. Sweet. Welcome everybody to Operation Plunder, United States Turn 5. My kid likes to play Fortnite, and the jelly is his favorite. The little anemone, it's his favorite skin. Well, at least it was when he was younger. So anyway, so I picked the Fortnite thing for my title card. All right. Uh, from the volcano lair, Kansas City, Missouri. Hi everybody. Sorry again for yesterday and my failure to ensure that my microphone was on. My bad. Whoops. All right. Okay. We'll get this started here. The United States had $69. They're going to buy two fighters. They're going to buy another transport load of stuff. Transport, a tank, a dude, and an artillery, a destroyer, 3 subs, an infantry, and 2 fighters. We seem to have walked into a trap that a more experienced player would probably have seen. But that's why we do this. So I got to fight my way out of it. So that's how it goes. All right. Out of this fleet here in C Zone 4, I'm going to take 3 destroyers. 1, 2, 3. And try to kill this here and kill this blockade. I'm going to have a fighter and attack join. And then the rest of the fleet, that's 2 carriers, 2 fighters, battleship, 2 cruisers, a destroyer, which is important, and a sub is going to go over here and attack the submarine that's convoying Alaska. Like so. So those 2 are going to happen. Over here in Australia, I've already talked to Wild Bill. The sub here in 62 is going to attack the Japanese sub in 54, and it's going to submerge like so. Knock off the convoy. All right. Over here in the Atlantic, there are things to do as well. That should get it all. All right. 1 transport in 101 is going to pick up a tank, an artillery, and an infantry, and go 1, 2, 3, and clear the German scourge from Iceland. Like so. I'm going to attack this battleship that can harm my friend. These 2 fighters from the carrier in 91 are going to go 1, 2, 3. I'll have 1 left. There's no fighters or tacticals in West Germany or Holland, so there's no scrambles to be had. So everything else is going to move. The carrier, the destroyer, the cruiser, 2 transports are going to move into 110, and they're going to bring with them 2 tanks. They are super transports. Into Normandy, we'll bring 2 tanks, 2 mechs, and 2 infantry. Like so. And take Normandy. And leave a Randall for that. The infantry that's left in Morocco is going to step forward, or in Casablanca is going to step forward into Morocco and take it for $1. And take the Italians down $1. And then +2 for Normandy. Brings the U.S. up to 53 on the tracker. Normandy, got that, and I think everything else is non-combat. Okay. No messages. Haven't necessarily screwed anything up just yet. Okay, let's roll some dice. Let's start here in the Atlantic. We've got. Here, I'll get both battles in frame. There we go. All right. Here in Iceland, you've got one German defending at 2, and I'm coming with a tank, an infantry, and an artillery, which is boosted by the infantries are boosted. Yes. So I need 1 hit, and I got 1 hit. And the German infantry will try to kill its opposing infantry, and it fails. So Iceland is returned to the British, like so. All right, next. I've got 2 fighters at 3 against a battleship at 4, but the battleship gets 2 AAA shots. So, all right. So 2 AAA on the battleship. Both miss. All right, 2 fighters and 1-4 for the battleship. Fighters are blue. Battleship is red. All right, 1 hit on the battleship, so it's damaged. It drops down to 2. So we'll go ahead and roll that again. Oh, it hits. Took out one of my fighters, but I got it. Oh, that's unfortunate. But, you know, you go up against a battleship, and that's the things that happen. All right. Now, let me come over here to the Pacific. All right. So, you've got 1 destroyer at 2. I'm attacking with 3 destroyers, a fighter, an attack bomber that's going to target select instead of be boosted. So here's the target select on the destroyer, and he hits. So destroyer is dead, like so, with 3 destroyers left to block incursion. All right, all the rest of this stuff is going to attack. So got a battleship, 2 fighters, 2 cruisers, and I'll roll all that. Let's see, 2 cruisers, battleship. Got 1 destroyer, 1 sub. That's it. And then I'll roll the 1 for the submarine. Submarine misses, and other things hit. So the submarine over here is dead. The planes all land. Let's see. Let's get this out of the way. They're shiny, but that's the hit. What the hit looks like. Okay. Game board. All right. This whole fleet's going to be in 1. The planes will land back on there. Oop. Okay, non-combats. You can see from here. These two mechs from the Soviet Far East are going to go 1, 2, and 2 or more. The 2 infantry, artillery, 1 artillery, and AAA are going to move into Siberia, like so. One transport is going to pick up an infantry, an artillery, and a tank, and go 64. Whatever season that is, 11, 64, and then come over here to 89, and I'll show you that here in a minute. Everything else, not necessarily sure completely what to do. Um, 2 artillery and an infantry get loaded up and moved 1, 2, 3 to the Line Islands, and they'll get off there. Take that back. They're going to the Johnston Islands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Yes. No, never mind. Line Islands. And bring carrier, land a couple planes. We're going to go to the Line Islands. Okay. On the other side of the map. All right, this carrier here in 112 will land on the carrier here in 110. One of the fighters from 117, this carrier, is going to go 1, 2, 3, and land in 110. This carrier from 117 is going to go to 109. 1, 2, over here to 109. It's going to carry its fighter there. The fighter is going to land in Britain. It's going to go 1, 2, 3. This tactical bomber from the US is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and land on the carrier, like so. The fighter, let's see. We'll do a transport shuck. 1 transport here, 1 transport there. Picks up an artillery, a mech, and a dude. Drops them off in Casablanca for the bonus and the transit. So yeah, these guys are here in 89. We'll drop them off in Cuba for a little R&R. Oh, the guy they picked up, instead of being from the East Coast, is going to be from the central U.S. Went on the transport, which is going to leave 4 infantry to hop on these 2 air transports and fly to Britain. So 1, 2, 3. We'll put 3, 4 American infantry in Britain. Move this artillery here. This transport's there. That's done. That's done. I've got units there. They are there. Okay, I think that's about it. It's nothing to be able to invade it. So I'm going to bring this fighter 1, 2, 3, 4, and land him in England as well. One, two. The carrier or the fighter that came from 117 is going to go 1, 2, 3. He's going to, instead of going on a 110, he's going to go into England. The only ones on the carriers are the ones that have to be because of space. So that one and that one. Okay, sorry about taking so long. This is the iffy turn. Okay. Place my new units. I've got entirely too many land units, I think. All right. I've got a destroyer and 3 subs going into Sea Zone 10 over here. 2 fighters will go there. Oh, this infantry here is going to rail over to the East Coast. Okay. Everything else is going to go on the East Coast. I'll get another transports tank. Another infantry, 2 more infantry and an artillery. So 2 transports, 1, 2. I've got 1 more artillery. I'm going to rail from the West Coast to the East Coast. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. All right. Disposition of forces. Sea Zone 89, I've got a transport with a tank and artillery and a guy. Sea Zone 101, I've got 2 transports. The Eastern U.S., 2 AAA, 2 artillery, 3 infantry, 3 artillery, 3 infantry, and a tank. Iceland, an infantry, a tank, and an artillery with a transport in 123. Right there. In England, I have 2 air transports, 3 fighters, and 4 infantry. Sea Zone 109, I have a fighter and a carrier and attack bomber. Sea Zone 110, I have 2 transports, a cruiser, a destroyer, and a carrier with a fighter, and then 3 fighters in London. Normandy, I have 2 tanks, 2 infantry, and 2 mechs. Sea Zone 91, I have a transport. Casablanca, I have an infantry, an artillery, and a mech. Morocco, I have 1 infantry. Let's go over here. Sea Zone 54, I have 1 sub. Amur. Oops. Knocking stuff over. Amur, I have 2 mechs. Siberia, an artillery, a AAA, and 2 infantry. Sea Zone 8, 3 destroyers. Sea Zone 1, 2 carriers, 3 fighters, and a tactical. A battleship, 2 cruisers, a destroyer, a submarine, and 2 transports that defend at 1. Sea Zone 10, I have a destroyer and 3 submarines. The Western U.S., 2 fighters, a AAA, and a mech. And the Line Islands, I have 2 artillery and infantry, transport in that sea zone, whatever that is. All right, money wise. All right. Started out at 50, 52 minus Manila. I picked up Morocco and Normandy to make 53. My bonuses, 3 for 2 units in Casablanca, 5 for having boots on the ground in Normandy, and 16 for my territory. That's $24. Those add up to 77, and no more convoys because I killed the sub. So $77 for the units to spend. Next turn. Let me know if I screwed anything up. Hope I didn't. All right. Thanks everybody for watching. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you later.